I don't even care that I am in my pajamas right now and the lighting sucks. It doesn't matter because I have to rant about people on Tinder and just like in life when it comes to dating. Okay, so I literally had the same experience happen to me twice today, which is kind of bizarre, and I wonder like what that's about. But okay, so the first person is someone that I was texting kind of this weekend, and we talked about like maybe going out, but we didn't solidify anything. And I actually texted them on Sunday and was just like, I just wanted to see like if you're still interested in going out. If not, it's cool. And you can just let me know that you're not interested. And I didn't hear back from him, so I was like, oh, I actually honestly forgot about him and the whole situation. And so then when he texted me today, he was like, I sorry about not getting back to you, but I am interested in this other person who came back into my life who I thought was out of the picture. And I was just like, okay, first of all, are you fucking kidding me? Like, okay, if we haven't texted in like 3 or 4 days and we only texted for like 2 days anyway, I would honestly say just don't get back to me. And I know I said you can just be honest or whatever, but I consider not responding to also be some source of honesty. I just always like to, I guess, give people the benefit of the doubt, or I don't know, sometimes it's easier to just be upfront and be like, yeah, I just don't really think it's gonna work versus just like leaving it hanging. But it wasn't like that big of a deal because I already forgot about it. But I was kind of pissed just because I thought it was like he was blatantly trying to be like, ooh, I'm pursuing another girl over you, because like why else would you be texting me 2 days later and letting me know that? And I think also telling someone when you're like letting them down that you're doing so because you're interested in somebody else, it's just rude. First of all, I think if you're interested in an ex, you shouldn't be dating other people. I just think it's rude because you're putting the perception out there that like you're single and you're looking for a relationship, and this is obviously with online dating, you're putting yourself out there, and then but really like you have someone behind the scenes that you're interested in, and it's inconsiderate to everybody else on the site. So just don't do that. If you're interested in somebody, then be interested in them and stop trying to like give yourself options. And so I just thought it was so rude to like say something like that, and I said that. I was like, I just think it's really rude and inconsiderate to say that kind of thing to someone. Like, I don't even really need to know why, and I don't necessarily even care, but I just think it's a sign of disrespect to say it in that way and to have it be because you're interested in somebody else. And to even be doing those kind of things anyway and being interested in someone when you're putting yourself out there to other people. Like, don't date other people if there's someone you're interested in. Seriously. So that's number one. And then number two is I was supposed to go on a date tomorrow. I had the date scheduled and everything. And he texted me a couple minutes ago to cancel. And first of all, I think canceling less than 24 hours in advance is just like rude. It's just rude because I could have made other plans for tomorrow, and I probably still could. It's just very last minute, you know, so it puts me in a bad position too, and it's not considered in my time. Granted, it was supposed to be like tomorrow at 5, so I guess he was like 20 hours instead of 24, but still, you know what I mean? It's I still think it's rude. If you know you're interested in someone, like don't give yourself options and lead me on to think that you want to go on a date. It's just not okay. And I even was honestly thinking about canceling the date with this guy because I didn't think it was going to work for a specific reason. And I didn't though, because I was like, well, what's the harm in going on one date and, you know, just keeping an open mind. And I didn't want to cancel with that short notice because I'm not a rude person. And he also said a similar thing, that like someone's like igniting a passion in his heart. He said it was someone new, but literally he was basically saying like he was in love with them. He was like, this is like my dream girl. He literally like, he didn't say that, but he basically said that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I definitely avoided him, which is good in the sense that if he's like rushing into a relationship and like in love with someone after like 5 seconds of knowing them, then that's not necessarily a good thing. Red flag. I don't rush into things anymore. So yeah. But it's just rude. It's just the same thing. It's like, just, I don't care. Like, it's so rude and disrespectful. I just don't get people and like why they behave this way. Like, I would never do something like that. You know what I mean? You make a promise and you do it. You don't just like flake out because you think you met someone more interesting. Guaranteed, not more interesting than me, honey. But okay, I'll end my little rant about Tinder and just like people in general.